are 8 days from our next Disney World trip, and thanks to our move, I have not done a ton for this. We have our resort hotel booked and we have some dining booked, but that's the extent of it. I know what parks we're gonna be in and we kind of planned that, but those, other than those three kind of nuts and bolts, 30,000 foot view of the trip, that's all I've done. So I need to do some little details like transportation and meal budget and kind of go through those things. I want to see about getting our final payment made for our resort. I just like doing that ahead of check-in, so all the things. So if you guys are ready for some very last minute trip prep, or at least for me, this feels last minute. So we're gonna see what we can do, get some things done, and let's jump into it. So first things first, I am booking our transportation. Like, I should have already booked this. I don't know why I didn't. And for some reason I thought I had, but I haven't. So life has been a blur. So if you're in that phase and you think life's a blur too, I got you. Me and you, we're on that same wavelength right now. Usually I have all of this stuff planned much farther in advance, and I recommend planning all of this stuff much farther in advance just so you've got it done and you're not thinking about it and you're not scrambling last minute. I'm not really stressed about any of it. It's just one of those, I want to get it done. Our transportation we always use is MCO to Disney. I will have their link down below, as well as the discount code they gave me for you guys. If you do use that code, you guys will save 10%. I do make a small commission off of you guys using that code, so I do appreciate it. But yeah, they're hands down the best. We have been taking them exclusively for 2 years now, and I freaking love them. They are so, so good. So let's get this all done, and then we'll see what else we can knock out now. Okay, so we've got that set up. I did round trip, so they're taking us to our resort to All Star Movies is where we're staying this time, and the girls are so excited. I had the Disney website pulled up and they saw the picture of the resort and they're like, I can't wait to go there. Can we go to that hotel? And I'm like, that's the one we're going to, and they're so excited. I'm like, and I feel great because we spent like $150 a night versus like hundreds of dollars a night for our resort. So I'm like feeling like a win. Watched any other like packing videos, prepping videos? You know, my guest room is like Grand Central Station for that, or it was, and then it was like our bedroom, and then it's the whole thing because we were living with family. Now that we are in our own home, so if you missed that, I will link the video in the vlog of that happening. But yes, we are now in a different location filming. We are in our new house, so I'm so excited. The day I'm filming this, I released the video yesterday and like finally got to tell you guys. I'm so excited. But this is the situation in the room at the moment. We've got to get things like put away because it's kind of a hot mess. But the problem is I can't put bedding on because it needs to be washed. I can't wash bedding because our washing machine needs a new motherboard. So the Samsung tech has ordered it. They replaced the lock on the door thinking that was the problem. Nope, that wasn't the problem. It was the motherboard. Hopefully. They've ordered that and it'll be here sometime this week. So I'm really hoping we can do that because I want to start like laying things out, doing some packing prep. And like, this is the room in the house that it's like, it's the closest to being finished. So I want to like get it done. But yeah, if you want more home stuff, we'll talk that over on Spoonful. I try to keep this one just Disney because I know some of you are just here for Disney. You really don't care about the home stuff. But I want to get this ready because I want to start kind of doing some prep. So I did do, before we moved, I did a little before like packing all the clothes into boxes, I pulled some outfits. So let's see if a month ago me still agrees with the outfit selections that I made and like what we're doing. So I want to like just double check everything. And I'm also trying to pack carry-on or personal items, not carry-on, personal items only. And I got some little like bags to be able to, space saver bags to maybe help with that. So I want to test them out and know if this is gonna work or if I just need to like buy a bag now for the round trip, like pay Spirit for a checked bag. And then another thing that I need to do, like it has to happen today, is I need to plan our lightning lanes and what parks I wanna buy lightning lanes for. I don't think I want to do them for the entire trip. So day one, we're flying down, we're checking into All-Star Movies, and we're gonna do the whole go to Blizzard Beach thing. That is our plan, is to do water park. And also after a busy day, we don't want to be in a park that's like an all day thing. We might pop into Magic Kingdom for a snack. I don't know, we'll see. I'm not gonna completely rule it out, but I'm trying to like keep it somewhat low key. When we get there, we're just like, let's go. And we have annual passes, so like we have that flexibility. And I know everybody doesn't, but then I know that a lot of people also buy park hoppers for like every day of their trip. So I don't know, some of you are bougie, some of you are budget, so I have a wide variety of audience. So I know everybody is different, but for those of you that you're checking into a Disney resort for 2025, you can actually go to whatever water parks open at the time for free on your check-in day, but it's check-in day only. And yes, it counts if you're doing a split stay. So split stays are on in 2025, but we're gonna do that. The next day, we're gonna do a split time between Hollywood Studios in the morning and Epcot in the evening. And I'm definitely buying lightning lanes for that. We'll buy them in the morning for Hollywood Studios. And then I'm gonna have a standby skipper helping me out, hopefully snagging some of the Epcot ones that we like for the evening. And then anything else we want at Hollywood Studios, hopefully we can make that work. The next day we're sleeping in and we're doing a later time at Animal Kingdom. So I'm hoping we can get out of lightning lanes. We're doing Tusker House dinner. So we may just like walk around, let the kids play at the Boneyard. And that's kind of our like rest day, not rest day. I just don't want to spend $18 a person, because really on lightning lanes, because I think that's what it's been being close to for Animal Kingdom. Because I'm like really the only one we're gonna want to use that for is Navi River Journey, and 18 times 4 is like plus tax. I don't want to spend around $80 for us to ride Navi River Journey. Like that's that's a bit ridiculous. So hopefully the wait won't be too long, or especially since it's in the evening, a lot of people do Animal Kingdom in the morning, so we'll be kind of doing a reverse rope drop kind of thing. So we'll see what we can do, but I really don't want to spend it for that. The next day we're doing all day at Magic Kingdom, so I'm definitely buying lightning lanes for that. And then on our travel home day, which is the following day, we're gonna do Magic Kingdom in the morning. I have a Crystal Palace reservation, so I'm excited to get me some churro Mickey waffles. It is a later morning, so we may actually kind of sway over into lunch maybe, so we can kind of get 2 meals for the price of 1. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I'm not gonna lie. There have been times that they're like, nope, you can't get lunch food. And I'm like, okay, that's good to know. So don't be shocked, but I've seen mostly good luck with that. But you know, everybody can have a different experience. This is Disney. So we're gonna do that, and then we'll be flying home. We have like an 8:30 flight back to Nashville. So I think we're going to be picked up at like 5:45 to go to the airport. So we've got pretty much all day long. So I'm hoping that doesn't ruin us, but we decided to go with a late Saturday night flight back so that we could have Sunday to kind of recoup and reset from our travel day before jumping back into work and regular life on Monday. That's just kind of been our new favorite thing. It's like, yes, we could extend our vacation into Sunday, but it's kind of nice to have that buffer day in between to like reset, sleep, get the house reset, start unpacking, like doing all that stuff, kind of winding down from that big vacation like craziness. So that's the plan. So I guess we're just buying basically lightning lanes for 2 days. So that Hollywood Studios Epcot day and then Magic Kingdom. So I do have my lightning lane guide. If you're interested in that, I will have it down below. You can check out that. I have a line skipping playbook, which is an upgraded version of that, which covers all kinds of rides and lines. So whether it's food or characters or all the things, like we're covering all the lines in that section. And then also it's all in Pixie Dusted Memory. So I have like 3 different levels of ways that I can help you with your vacation, basically. So if you do the Pixie Dusted Memories, you get everything planning from start to finish, as well as you get inside of the members section, which is a bonus of that. So you can ask questions and we can chat and all that stuff. So you kind of get some extra support along the way in there. So I'm really excited. But yeah, those are the things. So if you need that shameless plug, I do have those linked below, so if you're interested in checking that out, if you're like, I need help with lightning lanes, what is standby skipper, what is all this stuff, how do I use it, I got you covered. It is all down there in step-by-step little lessons. It makes it really bite-sized and really easy, so you're not watching some hour-and-a-half long YouTube video and in an absolute blur afterwards, because that's overwhelming. Been there, done that. So yeah, I think this has got me in a good place. I just need to pick our lightning lanes, which I'm going to do some homework with the girls and with Dean, figure out what lightning lanes we want, what we're most excited about. And yeah, we're gonna keep planning this trip. I'm so excited. Well, good morning, you guys. Happy next day. We are 7 days, today's Tuesday. Yeah, we're 7 days out from our Disney World trip. I got up this morning. I got up and booked our lightning lanes and I went back to bed. I got up, I booked our lightning lanes, was able to get everything I wanted. The Magic Kingdom day is feeling really good. I was really proud of the Tianas, all that stuff. And then Hollywood Studios, which is our very first park day. Like we travel there and then Hollywood Studios is our very first one, like the next day. It's kind of a dumpster fire for me right now because I wanted to do Hollywood Studios in the morning and Epcot in the evening. These times are all afternoon, evening. So I'm gonna play with it. I played with it for like 2 or 3 minutes today, but I'm like, I'm not gonna worry about it because I don't feel like I'm gonna get anything better this morning, like on 7 days out booking day. So I may, as I think about it, go on and tinker with it. But I have a feeling I'm gonna get what I want. If you've been through my lightning lane guide, you know the secret weapons, you know the tools, you know the tricks. So we're gonna improve this, but I did want to share these. They came in the mail. I have bought these shoes a couple times now, and I am a total reef girl, and so I wanted to. Normally I would say like, don't buy brand new shoes right before a trip, and I agree with that to a point. These shoes I know I can love and trust, and so I'm like, 7 days, I can wear them around the house, I can wear them on walks with the kids, I can wear them running errands and somewhat break them in, but they're not like a tennis shoe. So if you're going in the late spring, summer, early fall season when it's like hot as whatever in Florida, these are your best friend. I absolutely love them. I bought these shoes 2 years ago and I wore the snot out of them. I actually bought the lower, they have a lower platform version. This time I went with the thicker sole on them just to be a bit more comfortable. But I love that these have the really, really soft straps here. So they're very soft on both sides. So I'm not having to rub a blister. They have a pair of these that they are like a rubbery material and I ordered those a while back. Tried them on and immediately sent them back because I'm like, just trying to walk through my house and then trying them on. Oh yeah, these are amazing. And I love that it has a little bit more pad. Oh, this is so good. Like it feels good. I love that I can adjust them. But the others, yeah, I just immediately sent them back because if I'm starting to get a blister just walking through the house, that Florida humidity and all that junk hits too, it's not gonna be comfortable. And I know I'm gonna be getting a blister. And then, let's see, I actually, like I said, I ordered 2. I got this kind of nude pair. They were on sale. And so I wanted to grab these. They are more of a, they're not leather, but they're not rubber. So I'm curious about these. I may end up just taking the white ones because I know those are like tried and true, that style for me and my foot. They just work beautifully together. So I may throw these on today, but they are so soft. The pads are so squishy. So if you're looking for shoes for Disney, for sandals, these are my favorite thing. They're not like, I don't know, they're probably not the most fashionable thing on the planet, but I really like them. I've tried on like the Tevas and a lot of stuff that other people recommend, and for me, I don't like them. I didn't like them. I didn't find them comfortable. So I don't know what to tell you. These for me are much, much better. So I'm gonna be wearing these around, but I'm excited just to have something a little more neutral. And even the white ones, even though they are a fabric and they are white, they're very washable. So love those, but I just wanted to share those with you guys because seriously, when you find something that's comfortable and it works, like I end up kind of repurchasing it, and I was like,
My others had gotten to the point where they were, the soles of the shoes were almost flat because I had wore them so much. But I love to, one last thing and then I'll shut up about the shoes. One thing I do love about these is all the straps on them are really comfy. It holds the shoe in place. It's not loose and flopping around. It dries really quick when it rains. And I can also, like, I'll wear these in the water park. We'll go to Blizzard Beach or Typhoon Lagoon and go through the lazy river, and I can leave these on, and that way when I get out of the water, my feet aren't burning, but they're super, super comfortable for wearing like that. I don't have to worry about them like losing or floating off, and they can get wet. I like submerged them in a lazy river and they worked out great. So just wanted to share that, but that's the update for this morning as far as the prepping is going. I've got to get back to doing some editing. That way you guys keep having videos coming at you, but that's the update for today. Oh, and I need to go to Target, or not Target, Kroger. I need to go to Kroger and get a Disney gift card because today is the last day for 4 times the points during this promotional period, and I want to get my points. Okay, so it is another day, another time for Disney prep. We are 4 days. It is Friday. 3 days away from our trip, so we are getting close. Let's see, those are still there. We're trying to get ready to run out the door. Okay, but we're gonna try to run out the door. I need to do a couple of errands for getting a few last minute-y things. I want to go get my eyebrows waxed because apparently I only remember to do this when it's time for a trip. It's like my excuse. You know how it is, maybe this is just a me thing too. Like, you live in pretty basic clothes, leggings, biker shorts, oversized sweatshirt, oversized t-shirt at home, but then everybody gets a brand new wardrobe when it's time to go on vacation. I don't know why I am the way I am, but I enjoy it. It's like my excuse, but I'm starting to slowly wear actually cute outfits at home because of the vacation outfits. So, you know, I'm pulling myself together slowly, but toys are just flying over the stairs. Okay, we're gonna get ready, head out the door, and go get a couple things done. We are 3 days away from this Disney trip, and I am so stinking excited. I'm washing the sheets for the guest bed so I can get the sheets and everything put on this bed, because I think I mentioned earlier in this prepping video that we did just recently move into the house, so we're still settling, so everything's kind of disheveled. Our washing machine wasn't working for the longest, so now it's back and it's working, so thank God for that. So we're gonna have sheets on the bed here in like 30 minutes-ish. But I did want to talk about budget. So today we went over our Disney budget, just kind of making sure, okay, the money that we've saved and the money that we're gonna need to spend to continue paying and like finish paying for our resort. We've got a couple $100s left for that. We have 2 dining reservations. We have 1 dinner at Tusker House and 1 breakfast at Crystal Palace. Those things that we have budgeted for, see how much budget we have for souvenirs, that sort of thing. So I want to kind of revisit that, and I wanted to encourage you to revisit that. So know that, okay, we've been saving and I've been stocking back Disney gift cards or something leading up until our trip, and we have what we need. Or maybe we do need to cut some things. And I know, like, on our trips before, we have had to make those tough calls and tough decisions. It's not fun. I rescheduled and restructured an entire Disney trip to save us money. We completely downgraded our resort. We've done a lot of different things. And so it's not going to take away from your magic. And I just kind of wanted to touch on that a little bit in this video. Is whatever your family needs to spend or is comfortable spending is exactly what you're going to need to do. Spending XYZ on a resort and staying at Beach Club or Grand Floridian or Boardwalk or whatever isn't going to automatically make your vacation magical. I know your Instagram feed is leading you to believe that, but that is so not true. The resort you stay at like that has so little to do with your vacation. Like, honestly, I promise you, it is not this make or break thing. They're great. I love them. I'm not hating on Grand Floridian. I will stay there again in the future. You best believe it. But it's not if I don't stay here, my Disney trip's going to be ruined. So I don't want you to kind of go into your trip thinking that. But reassess your budget, kind of double check things. For us, we're like, okay, our savings match what we're comfortable spending and what we will likely spend on this trip, kind of running the numbers. So we're good with that. And getting our Disney gift cards ready. So I usually buy the girls each their own Mickey money, and they have their own gift card, and I'll
pull these out in a few minutes and write their name on each gift card. That way we know each of them have $50 to spend, so they can spend it however they want. But I do let them know, I'm like, hey, this is your Mickey money, and when it's gone, it's gone. And so that's just one of those things we try to talk through and also help to encourage them. They're 3 and they're 5. So yeah, they're not like super great at math and numbers and spending money, but we're trying to instill that into them at an early age, that once your money's gone, it's gone. So we're kind of working on that budget, but I did want to share that Disney gift cards are a great way to do that. And if you want to set a limit, even on yourself, if you're like myself or anybody else that loves to shop, like if you're wanting to set parameters and put bumpers on your spending, you can be like, all right, $50 is my max, $100 is my max. I know some people, $500 may be your max. Good for you. Like you want a lot of souvenir budget room. And so whatever that looks like for you, just put some bumpers on yourself. That way you don't go crazy, because honestly, your house is probably dirty enough. You don't need a bunch of extra stuff. But all that to say, look at your budget. Don't forget to double check that. I'm going to put sheets on this bed, and then we're going to start laying out outfits, doing some prepping and getting ready to put these suitcases. I'm going to lay everything out, and then we're going to see, I'll do a separate packing video, but we'll see if we can pack this whole thing personal item only. I'm really excited, slightly getting nervous, but mostly excited. We have sheets on the bed. I'm missing pillows. Life unpacking. But we are gonna start getting together some outfits. Now past me did future me a little bit of a favor, because I kind of started pre-packing because I thought our closing was going to be closer to our trip than it actually was. Yes, I just put that suitcase on the bed. I know some of you are like, oh my God. Like, I need to rewash the duvet anyway, so it's just is what it is. But one problem at a time, you guys, one problem at a time. So I'm gonna unpack this, see what we're working with, and then I'm going to be able to start kind of whittling things down and getting it ready. I wanna lay out all of our outfits. I wanna make sure I have everything that we need, underwear, socks, toiletries, all that good stuff, and lay it out. Cause I'm like, I don't want any surprises, like last minute, night before, oh my gosh, I forgot to pack this, the morning of, oh, can we squeeze this in a bag? I wanna know what we're dealing with. So let's work on this. I'm gonna lay out the girls' stuff first, because in true mom fashion, the kids go before we do. But yeah, let's do this. Okay, so.
I'm picking out my
all right, you're putting it back where I had it laying, okay? Type A mommy needs it to be left alone. Okay, so the first day when we get there, we're gonna do Blizzard Beach. So I've got your swimsuits, and then I've got, like, this is a little dress that you can put on and wear.
And I wanna wear this.
Not for our beach, or our Blizzard Beach. So we'll do Blizzard Beach. The next day, we're gonna go to Hollywood Studios in the morning. So I've got your little sweaters, because it's gonna be a little cool.
Hollywood Studios.
No, we're gonna wear these things for Hollywood Studios.
Okay.
You got your Woody shirt, and you got your mini shirt.
Yeah.
All right, that night we're gonna go to Epcot. So we're doing Moana.
Because they have Moana.
Correct, that's right.
Which place has Elsa?
Let's see, Epcot also has Elsa, and Hollywood Studios has Elsa. But I think...
Which Elsa do I like?
Either one.
Which Elsa
All right, but you can wear that somewhere else too, okay? So the next day we're gonna spend some time playing at our hotel. Stop picking your nose. Playing at the hotel and playing in the pool. So we're gonna wear shorts and a princess t-shirt. That night we're gonna go to Animal Kingdom.
Are we gonna wear?
So you're gonna wear your t-shirt and your shorts. The next day is Magic Kingdom. Stop. Next day is Magic Kingdom, so we're gonna do princess outfits. And then the next day is another Magic Kingdom day. So we're gonna do Minnie and Elsa as more princesses. Does that sound good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, what's this one for?
That's an extra one. That's a backup outfit.
What's the backup outfit?
A backup outfit's if you get messy and you need to change clothes.
Oh, cool.
Sounds good?
Yeah.
All right, high fives, and mommy's gonna get back to packing. High five. Woo!
Yeah.
All right, high five, Luce.
Heck yeah. All right, let's go.
I'm going to get him.
All right, you girls head on out. Stop. Let the door stop. Okay, let's see. That doesn't need that. They'll need undershorts for that outfit. Wait, those are both Bella's. Bella's. Lucy's. I apologize if you can hear a mower outside. They're here. My dad came over and is mowing our yard because we don't have a mower yet for our yard, so a whole other thing. But I'm going through my suitcase that is not packed for a trip. It was packed for moving with my trip stuff in it. I was like, why buy boxes? Let's just use the suitcases. Like, my entire closet is full of suitcases that are full of my clothes. But yeah, let's go through some of these things. I'm gonna toss some stuff on the bed. We may end up scrapping certain things, but I'm gonna lay it up there and then we'll see where we go from there as we need to, because it's packing personal items. So I feel like I'm gonna need to ditch some things, but we'll see what we end up needing to ditch. Now I'm on to my backpack here. I'm gonna see if I'm still loving what I packed for myself, or if we're gonna make some changes and weather and whatnot. Need to wash my water bottle. I tossed it in here, but it needs to be cleaned out just a bit. Let's see, sandals. I'm gonna change these sandals. Sure. Anyone get to that point when you're doing like an organizing project, cleaning project, where you've got everything out and you feel completely overwhelmed and you're like, man, I wish I hadn't started this? That's kind of how I'm feeling right now. I'm feeling a little overwhelmed. And I know it's because everything's so scattered. I'm like, I love packing. I love prepping for my trips, but I feel so overwhelmed right now. I have a lot of stuff with the move and all this other stuff that we're having to do, and like putting together furniture and getting room set up and everything. So much of our lives is still in boxes. So I know a lot of that is why, but it's all feeling like a lot. And I've got a lot of behind the scenes stuff going on with work right now, and Dean's been busy and working extra hours. And so life has just been a little chaotic. And so I'm sure a lot of you can relate in some form or fashion of where it's busy and like you've got a lot going on and you're trying to prep for a trip, and it can feel like a lot, and it doesn't all just immediately come together in this like perfectly little thing. Like, it's so easy to get caught up in seeing things on social media and thinking that, oh, well, prepping for a trip should be flawless and it should be awesome and easy. And it's like, there's so much that goes into it. It's why I love my packing videos and like putting it all together, but I also really love these prepping vlogs where I can talk to you guys about stuff like this and show that it takes time and it takes effort to get that stuff all compiled and together. Like, you spend so much time going into your trip getting stuff ready. And this is why I always encourage you guys, start as early as you can. Like, I know it sounds so silly, but life is going to get in the way. Things are going to happen. Things are going to come up, and you're going to feel so much better if you started a while back and you've got a lot of it kind of prepped. I'm glad I at least had laid out outfits and had those in a suitcase, but I'm still like, oh my goodness, I didn't think about this, and I didn't think about this, and I'm going to have to do this. So all that to say, if you're feeling a bit overwhelmed and you're like, oh my gosh, what is going on? And it's kind of stressing you out, I'm right there with you. It is not perfect over here. It is not some magical land where it's just roses and pixie dust and everything just flops together in the suitcase perfectly. It is not it. And I want to keep it real with you guys because packing is no joke, especially when you're doing it for your entire family. Like those of you with huge families with like 4, 5, 6 kids, I'm like, how do you do that? Like, I am so impressed by you. Like, you guys are awesome. But yeah, that's the update. I need to start working on toiletries. So I guess I need to probably head into my bathroom and start pulling things out from under the sink because I did shove my toiletry bag under there. Everything is just a hot mess. Like, there's just stuff everywhere. Like, everywhere. Everywhere I look, there's a project and I'm like, I gotta prep for this trip. I've got to get this trip together. Like, I can't be thinking about this stuff. So I'm like, as much as I'm like excited about this and I'm looking forward to it, I'm gonna put you guys down so I can actually like do something here. Focus on my face. You do that? Oh, hey, there we go. But so while I am like so ready and so excited about this trip, I'm also like, it's so much, like, but I am ready for a break from all the like moving and the whole home buying process and just everything. This trip's not come at a bad time. It's just, it seems like it's come at a bad time, but it hasn't. So let's though get this stuff together and get this figured out. I'm trying to pack minimally, obviously, like I said, but we're just gonna have to see how that even goes. So, all right, pony pick, I'm gonna take tweezers, nail clippers, travel scissors. We're gonna take those. My makeup remover. I've got my facial cleanser. I need to put some of that. I've got my sunscreen, my body glide. If you don't have a thigh gap and you don't have a thigh gap and you don't own this stuff, seriously, I'm gonna link it down below and it's gonna be your new best friend, especially in Disney. Like, there's times I can get away with it and then there's other times I'm like, the thighs are burning. It ain't pretty. So there's that. Let's see. Okay, I think that's that side of the toiletry bag. I grab these hair ties and I'm gonna put all of this into a smaller toiletry bag of sorts. Figure out where that's at. Hairspray. Probably should have hairspray. What is this and what is all over it? That's stuff. Oh, hold on. This lotion is after sun lotion. So that I do need to take with me. That's after sun lotion. We're gonna have to refill that puppy. Sunless tanner, don't need that. Okay, so this is the sunless tanner that I'm talking about. I hope it's focusing on that. It may not be, but I will link it down below. Seriously, this stuff, I've been a ride or die of this product for so long. Like, I can't tell you how many people I have told about that lotion, and it is wild. Like, if you get a sunburn, how quickly it will help cure it up. It can be sometimes hard to find. For a few years, it was like almost impossible to find. Had to like look high and low to get it, but they've been having it lately on Amazon, which is great because everything just comes to my front door. I'm like, we're not doing a ton of like shopping and things like that. I'm like, I just need easy stuff because I am a busy mama and ain't got time for all that. Shopping used to be fun, but not so much. I just put that on upside down. Oops. This stuff is amazing. It smells amazing. I love it. Let's see. Just gotta finish going through the toiletries. We'll get those packed and hopefully we'll get ourselves in good shape. Right. Let's do my little mommy bag really quick. Get that all prepped and ready to go. Laid out toiletries. So this is the bag I'm planning on using this time. I used it on our cruise and I used it at the parks after our cruise and I love it. And I've been like, seriously, ever since we've got back, I've not changed out of this bag. It is so perfect. I ran out of wipes today. It has a wipe spot. I will keep one of my, it has a little zipper pocket so you can put them in there. But I just keep them in this pouch. That way if I needed to take the pouch out, then I can. So I'm gonna fill up one of those for my bag. I have another one for Dean's daddy bag. And so he kind of keeps wipes on him. It's got a really large inside section, outside pocket, inside zipper pocket, and then it's got this really cute Mickey strap. I will link the Etsy shop, and she gave me a discount code for you guys, Wonderland Threads Co. I'll pop it up on the screen and link it down below. She has the cutest shop. She also is the one who makes these awesome little double-sided little wet bags that we love so much. They have buttons on them, so I'll link those. She does stroller blankets, all kinds of really, really cute stuff. You guys, seriously, go check out the shop. It is awesome. She has really, really great mom stuff. So I've got this, and it is working perfectly for us. So I'm gonna stock that. I need to, let's see, one sling is for Dean to use in his daddy bag, and then I will have the other one in my mommy bag. So I'm gonna put that in there. I've got my little small mealtime bag. So I have 2 little play sands in this. And then I have the girls' silicone straws. This is my like preschooler mealtime bag. I've got some little bubbles that they've played with before. Some of the disposable little trash bags that have the little sticky on them so you can like stick it to the table and be able to drop things in it, because we always end up with some sort of extra trash, and I'm like, so type A. Certain ways I'm type A, sometimes I'm like type whatever. But got some little toddler, preschooler, little silverware, because sometimes Bella still, it's easier for her to use that than like big adult silverware. It makes eating more interesting, and you know what? Sometimes it's hard to get them to focus and eat because there's just a lot going on. So that's my little mini mealtime bag that I just keep on me. That way I don't have to take anything out. I'm ready to just like walk into wherever. I keep a pack. This is a brand new pack of Wipe Those Hands. So they're little sanitizing wipes that I also keep in here for that. I've got some gum because, fun fact, they don't sell that at Disney. If you didn't know, now you know. If you did know, then, oh, you knew facts. Got some tissues there. My wallet, I need to probably downsize my wallet from my wristlet to like my driver's license and our passes and stuff into just like a smaller card size wallet. And then I've got my hand sanitizer in here. And then I'm gonna split this pack of water wipes here between Dean's little pack and my little pack. And then I think that will have me on, and that should have us on our little personal daddy mommy bags. These are just really helpful when you're in lines, things like that. I will share the girls in a couple minutes. I usually have some little activities for them in mine, which those bubbles I could totally pull out and they could use those while we're in line. But I've got some little bags put together for them because they are starting to like to carry bags like mommy and daddy. So I'll show you in a second what we got from them. So I've got all of that in this bag, and I still have room left over on the top, which is great because that way I can throw my camera in there if I needed to throw like my tripod or something. I could also do that. Oh, hold on, I forgot one thing that I need to slide in there. The hair tie bag. So this has a little small hairbrush, little pop out hairbrush, and then some little hair ties. So if I need to fix the girl's hair, if I'm like, I'm gonna wear my hair down, and then Disney Weather's like, no girl, you're not wearing your hair down, you need it up in a ponytail, then I've got something as a backup, because there are definitely times it's like, oh, I can, yeah, it's not that hot, I'll just wear it down. Nope, not at all. So we got that bag all set. So I'm so curious to see this in the pack with me. I'm just so curious to see this in the pack with me, to see if it's all gonna like fit. So stay tuned for the pack with me. Coming to channel near you. For the girls, I have them these little bags that are their little personal purses kind of thing. And they've got some activities in those. Sorry, somebody driving by. I'm like standing in the front of the house, like filming with the camera. It's so weird. But in the front pocket, I have them. They picked out some lip gloss like mommy. So they wanted lip gloss like mommy. So they are having that. And then I have
their little Polaroid camera in here. You can either have it to automatically print the photos, or you can print them later, which is great. And so we'll usually do that, and we can work on their little scrapbook at home. So we have that. I've got this little watercolor pad. So it just has a paintbrush in the back, and it just takes water, and you can paint with watercolors. Lucy, who is my 5-year-old, absolutely loved that on the last 2 trips that we've taken it on. She has been obsessed with it, and she spent most of our flight, whether it be a 2-hour flight or even when we flew to Vegas last year, I think we had over 3 hours of flight, and she just painted and painted her little heart out. It was great. She loved it. But I am going to take this little container. It's meant for cosmetics and taking skincare, but it's going to be perfect. I can just drop her some little water down into here, and she'll have that, and it's really teeny tiny and small. And then the other thing I do have in here is their little drawing tablets. So it's something easy they could pull out in line. They can pull the camera out in line, but it's not a bunch of tiny pieces that if they get things out, it's like gonna take 5 minutes to clean it all up. They've got things all together, and it's pretty consolidated into their little bags. And then Bella's is the exact same way. I just turned their camera on. Oops. But it is, got that all set up for them. So that'll be good. They can use this on the plane, or we can, like I say, use it when we are in the parks as well. So this is what we're looking like. We've got the girls' clothes laid out. We've got our clothes laid out. The only thing I need to get is undergarments for myself and Dean. And then I think we're gonna have most of this prepped for packing. I'm not packing today. I'm like, we're gonna do that tomorrow. It is going to be its own day, but I wanna finish getting the prepping stuff done, and that way it's all laid out. It's ready to go in the suitcase, and I can do a Santa Claus and check the list twice, make sure we've got everything, but we're coming together. I like this part. We're starting to get organized. I'm like, okay, I can see it. I can see the light at the end of the tunnel. We're getting there. Okay, so let's move on. Excuse me, Sophie. Oh my goodness. Let's move on to the stroller. So imagine that I ran around, which I totally did. Just imagine me running around, going in and out of the garage, trying to gather all this stuff. That's exactly what the last like 10 minutes have been. It is nothing but just like, what box did I put that in? Let's find this. I thought I was more organized with this, but I apparently not. So grabbing some of our gear, got the umbrella, which is kind of unrelated to the stroller slightly, but I did need to pack my umbrella, so I grabbed it while I was there. Then I grabbed these seat liners from the car seats for the girls. These are great, kind of keep your seat protected. That way it isn't wet. So if your kid gets wet in the park, say you're at a water park, they have an accident, anything like that happens, then you're good to go, and it kind of keeps those protected. So I'm gonna put that in, and I will gate check it that way. And then I've got my OXO hooks that I've had forever and ever and ever. Pretty sure I got these on our very first Disney trip when we took Lucy when she was for her first birthday. So like forever ago, feels like, even though it was only like 4 years. But I'm gonna go ahead and attach these to the stroller. Some of these things, it is really easy to gate check the stroller with this stuff on there. They don't ask for any of this to be taken off, but I will talk to you guys about what I do take off when it's time to gate check, just because going through security and things like that at the airport, it can get a little tricky. Just so you can see those hooks on, I have one of the hooks here on this left side, and then I also put the other one on the underside. And this is where I'm going to hang my backpack when it is time to be in the parks, and even going through the airport. I can hang my personal item here, and it's not too low that it's like dragging the ground or anything. So it works really great to give me a space that's off my back, and also it's closer to the center of gravity for the stroller, which is very, very helpful. So it's not hanging off the back and tipping off if the girls aren't in the stroller, or it isn't if they jump out, or if they move funny. It just isn't causing any issues. So we're not having any things like that going on. For the most part, I can hang things off the back of my double, and I've not had any tipping issues, but I just want to be safe and not sorry. I've already got our OXO hooks on here, which is great. The little
seat protector seat covers. I will feed the seatbelt loop through that and then buckle it so it all stays consolidated when we are gate checking the stroller. That stuff can stay on even going through security. Another thing that I'm gonna do is our Mickey side sling bag. Once our new rain cover gets here, I had to get a new rain cover because our last one, it had seen a lot and it had ripped and was not in good shape. So we're gonna fold up the new one, put it in here, and then what I'll do is I'll slide that under the stroller. And when it's time to gate check the stroller, I'll just attach that to the frame. It can fold up with that still connected to it and it's fine. The only thing that I don't do is before we get to the airport, I won't connect it because I will have to take this out from under the basket, put it on the conveyor belt to go through TSA, because anything like that will have to come off. Like if I was going to leave this, which I'm not going to when we are flying and gate checking the stroller and everything, I'm not going to leave our stroller caddy on here like this, but I could, if I wanted to in the airport, and we were gonna do that whole thing, I could leave it on there and then just unhook it from the stroller itself, and I would still have to put it on the conveyor belt. So I hope that makes sense. I do have it kind of prepped though and ready to go, so all I have to do is connect it. I've got some wipes in the wipes packet. I've got our little stroller tag that I like to use down in there, and then I also have my Mickey lights for the stroller there as well. So I've got that all set and ready to go. I've got to figure out how I'm going to pack that. It is stroller related, so we'll see. We'll see once I decide. I'll share that in the packing video, exactly how we're doing that, but just kind of wanted a quick run through of that. And then again, on this side, have our little handle. I've got one on each side for the girls when they want to walk, but the stroller, even though they are 3 and 5, they are still using a stroller because mama likes to keep them safe and in here. And when we're moving through crowds and it's really busy, I want to keep them as consolidated as possible. I know some people are like, no, your kids are old enough to walk. They should be walking. This is Disney. This is not home. This is not a lap through the neighborhood. Like, you are walking 8 to 10 miles a day, and most adults, humans in general, no matter your age, aren't used to walking that much. So you know what? I'm gonna take it. I had someone comment recently and was like, oh my gosh, you're such a helicopter mom for taking a stroller for your kids that can walk. And it's like, no. No. If you want to do that, that's fine, but that is just not it for me. So helicopter mom or not, I'll just have to be a helicopter mom because I think you need a stroller until at least 8. That's my statement and I'm sticking to it. So that's my thoughts on the stroller thing. And if people give you looks and if people have thoughts, it ain't their day, it ain't their kids, and it ain't their arms that are gonna be tired. It's yours when you're carrying that tired child. It's like, oh my gosh, mom, this is a lot of walking and the whining, and then just exhaustion kicks in. Because even if you're having the most laid back park day, you still need a stroller. I don't care how chill and relaxing and nonchalant about things you are. Yeah, you need a stroller.